I'm Bo Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
This is Collateral Cinema.
What makes you think you can bullshit your way into my head? Like every other pencil-neck piece of shit.
Welcome to Collateral Cinema, the only movie podcast that matters, where we focus on good movies, bad movies, and everything else in between in the world of cinema. We're podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas, and yes, my friends, we are a 420-friendly podcast, so whatever you have, be it dabs, be it blunts, be it joints, be it bongs, whatever, smoke it if you've got it. What's up, Robert Ortegon?
Oh, nothing much, just getting off work.
Oh, yeah, we just got off of work here, and we are continuing our 420 special, even though 420 has passed.
It's already
over,
obviously.
I mean, I'm still fucking high as shit, you know?
I think the whole month is 420.
This whole entire month is pretty much 420.
Might as well
I
be.
mean, pretty much. I mean, we just watch stoner movies, get high, talk about them on the podcast, movies like How High and Super Troopers 2 and the first Super Troopers movie, which we have on right now.
We're currently playing Super Troopers.
The first Super Troopers, but this is our first at the theater episode, actually. We actually went to the theaters to see the new Super Troopers 2. That's right. This is written by the guys in Broken Lizard. It's directed by Jay Chandrakasar. I think that's how you...
Yeah, that's...
I think that's how you pronounce his name. I mean, forgive me if...
I can't pronounce it either.
Yeah. I mean, everybody thinks he's Mexican in this goddamn movie, in both of these movies, but no, he most certainly is not. I mean, what was your take on this movie, especially seeing it in the theater first run?
I guess I was going to expect it if it was going to live up to the original,
Oh, definitely. And
it certainly did.
Oh,
I think so.
It more than fucking lived up to the original. Like, I mean, it was a laugh riot, honestly.
But joke cracking.
Like, I mean, and it even kind of played against your own expectations about what they may or may not do in this movie. I mean, in some ways it was kind of predictable, but in other ways they kind of played that to their advantage and they threw something different out to to their audience.
They certainly did.
Oh, man. Like, I mean, I really just had a great time, man. I mean, that was the first time I've actually been out to a movie theater in ages,
really?
Actually.
Yeah.
I think maybe the last time I actually went to see a movie, it was at the same theater that we went to see this one, and it was the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that first run, day that it came out, in a matinee, and man, there was nobody else in that theater. It was so perfect, and it was such a great experience. I was able to laugh out loud. I was able to bullshit, with the few other people that were in the theater. You ever had an experience like that?
I think with the Dumb and Dumber movie, I think it was funny.
Oh yeah, there was barely anybody
there.
Which Dumb and Dumber film?
It was When Harry Met Lloyd.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Prequel one.
Yeah, I think I can see why. That one's kind of
It's like, this is stupid as shit.
Oh man, that's such a dumb film. I don't even think that it's a good movie just to get stoned to,
I think it was too bad, really. I mean, Shia LaBeouf popped up in there. It was funny.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting,
Not too bad, but they made their characters more retarded. Like
Yeah.
special ed.
Yeah, but I mean, this movie in the theater, man. I mean, we saw it with practically a full theater, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And man, I mean, the audience was great. Everybody was just there to laugh and have a good time. I mean, it was 4/20. That's when this movie came out, 4/20.
Opening day.
And you could just tell everybody was just blitzed. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people vaping some dabs up in there.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Man, we should have done that, honestly.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, just popped into the bathroom real quick. Just it's like, oh yeah. I mean, we got high.
Yo.
We got super high, man. I mean, that was a great experience. I mean, it got me into the movie theater for the first time in ages, and I mean, it's something to look forward to. And I look forward to doing more episodes like this. You know, we're going to try to do more first run movies.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a seat. Shit.
Oh yeah, I mean they have the whole thing where you're like reserving seats like you're at a concert or something.
Credit card all over the phone. You know?
Pretty much, man. It's like dealing with fucking Ticketmaster now.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, I mean seriously. But overall, it was a great movie to see with a bunch of people in a theater. I mean, everybody was just laughing their ass off. Like even starting off, like before the movie began, like remember there was those Wingstop commercials that kept on getting trippier and trippier. It was so obvious that they were fucking with stoners.
Hypnotizing shit.
Oh man, it was so fucking obvious. I was just like, I think I even said it out loud. It's like, no, they're just fucking with the stoners, man.
Yeah. Like, I want to go to Wingstop.
No, I
like
mean,
White Castle or something.
I'm vegetarian, so I'm not going to go to a fucking Wingstop.
I would.
I'll go to a Payway because I can at least get something to eat there. But you know,
Taco Cabana.
Taco Cabana. That's where we went to.
Taco Cabana.
Taco Cabana. Ooh, 3 cheese enchilada plate with black beans.
Beef fajitas.
Oh man, that shit hit the fucking spot. And a Corona. I think I had a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Oh
plate.
man,
Some queso
with some queso, some chips, and some salsa. Oh man, we're stoned right now, and I wish we could just go and munch out again. That was fun. That was a lot of fun, man. And I'm sure that our listeners have all kinds of great experiences going to the theater. You know, maybe even some shitty ones too.
Yeah.
Like if anybody wants to tell the story, you can give us you can tweet at us, or you can go on the Facebook comments on the Podbean.
You like us or you hate us.
You either like us or you hate us, exactly. I don't know. People are still listening to us.
Oh, that's great.
Oh yeah. I mean, the last episode, so last I checked, had almost 8 or 9 views so far.
Oh,
so
yeah. Somebody's watching.
Yeah, but man, the sequel to Super Troopers, man. I mean, we're not going to spoil anything, of course. I mean, there were some great scenes that were shown in the trailer, like for instance the Mounties, you know, with old Will Sasso. Yeah, that's in the trailer.
In the opening, Sean William Scott when they pull the tour bus over.
Oh my god. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we're not going to go too far into that, but that is
spoiler.
something.
That's a spoiler. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not too much of a spoiler, but I mean, it really, the way that it plays out is really, really clever. Actually.
I think he showed up in the trailer. So
he was in the trailer. I mean, I think everybody thought that he was going to be like the main character or something.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, the opening scene is really some of the funniest shit that I've seen in a while, honestly. Like, that's great stuff, man. But, I mean, just to go into the Silverado 16 Theater in San Antonio, Texas, let's give a little, plug for them. It's a decent theater.
Good theater.
It's a good theater. I mean, the seats were pretty okay, I guess. But even up front, I mean, it was still a very easy movie to watch. And it was still just a laugh riot, just as much as the first one. Like right now, this is we're at the scene with Rabbit and Farva. They're in the garage for the first time. That's hilarious.
1, 2, 3, let's do it.
They've been waiting for a second chance. Waiting for their country to need them again. That time is Meow.
What do you guys give me if I kill that bird? Farver, that's a bald eagle. Get a wing, Baldy! Yeah! Guys, what do I win? A one-way ticket to hell.
It turns out the French-Canadian town, Saint-Georges-du-Laurent, is actually on American soil. You'll be phasing out a Canadian mounted unit.
Best behavior, boys.
Not our idea of a good time either, fellas. Personally, I'd rather fuck a moose.
You would need a ladder to do that.
Wow.
Let's give a big Canadian welcome to the Vermont Highway Patrol.
Come on, guys. They've come up here to tell us how great it's going to be for all of us to become Americans.
Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Learn the words.
This is happening.
Est-ce que vous savez à quelle vitesse vous allez?
Do neither of you speak English?
I do. We would like to eat your papers.
Can you show me your party papers?
This time everything will be by the book. Everything.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Great Tim, Morgan's ghost.
What can I get for you guys? Whole beer? Liter of cola?
What did you say?
Do you want a liter of cola?
Canada's pretty awesome.
Don't do that.
Should I shoot him?
Who, Papa?
Frère Jacques Grey pour Paul Marquis de Sade-Tourette. Whoop! Feather Duster, Croissant, Les Misérables, First Catcher, Luke Robitaille, D'Artagnan, Perrier, Frank Tarkenton, Peanut Buster, Parfait. Eau de toilette! Eau de doudadin!
The budget of these movies, Robert, like what was the budget of the first one?
First one was like, I think the first one was like 5 million or 3 million.
5 million or 3 million, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
And
no way.
It grossed over, or yeah, when it hits the box office, it was like 32.2 million.
And that's a pretty good return for a movie like that, especially around that time. I mean, this came out, it was originally produced in 2001. It was released in 2002.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's a pretty good reception. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder why it took 17 years for them to make a sequel. Why is it that the
$3 million budget, that's confirmed.
$3 million budget. It's like, and they made how much? 30 something?
32 million.
That's a heck of a return. You know, even
million.
though this is for all intents and purposes an independent movie, this could very well be like one of the more successful independent comedies of all time. Then, you know, I mean that's
20. Can we do that again?
Oh no! How much is it actually?
23.2 million.
23.2. Okay, yeah, that's a correction, everybody. 23.2 million.
I did not have my phone. I'm sorry.
It's all good. We'll keep that in there just for shits and giggles. Robert.
Sorry.
All right, everybody. We got high again for this episode. This is a 420 friendly podcast. We get high so we can bring you the hilarity whenever we try to review these movies. Right, Robert?
Yeah, we try to do what we can.
Yeah, we try. So what was the budget of the second movie? Like, this was a movie that was funded by Kickstarter initially. Like, they actually kind of gave a sweet deal on Kickstarter where people could actually get advance tickets, like, before the movie was even made. And people actually came in and they gave money to them for this. Like, what do you think about that?
I think that's, yeah. Oh, they waited too long, though, really.
Yeah. Yeah, they really did. But, I mean, even so, I mean, they got the initial budget from Kickstarter, and then they went to... this was made by Paramount, right?
This is not Paramount. This is I think it's like Fox.
Fox Searchlight. That's
Searchlight
right.
Studios?
Sorry, everybody. Fox Searchlight. And, I mean, they initially gave... the rest of the money for the production, and they were able to actually shoot the script and get everything done. But I mean, it's really interesting. Like, this is pretty much how movies are made nowadays. I mean, of course, people are putting more money into like television now, but I mean, filmmakers, they kind of have to go to Kickstarter in order to get the seed money for their projects now, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm just looking up some stuff right now. It's a $5 million budget. I'm just looking at the box office, really.
$5 million budget? You on IMDb there, buddy?
I am on Google search.
You should be on IMDb, bro. Or at least Rotten Tomatoes.
Or Wikipedia or something, right?
Wikipedia is something, bro.
Like
Jeez, man. So many resources when it comes to movies and stuff. I mean, there's just no excuse, Robert.
No, there really isn't.
There's no fucking excuse, man.
No, there isn't.
God damn it. This is what happens when we get high, ladies and gentlemen. Happy fucking 420. Oh my God. So the audience reception versus the critic reception of this movie, like both the first movie and this movie, are quite interesting, isn't it? Like the Rotten Tomatoes is like what? Like for the first movie, it's like 23% or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think so, like 23.
And the
out of 52, right? Or something like that.
So, yeah. And the audience reception for that, of course, was much higher because, I mean, people just love this movie. They love the original film. I mean, it's an infinitely watchable movie with great characters, you know, much like How High, you know? I mean, it's kind of comparable to that, right?
Sorry I'm late. Hit a moose doing 90. Vaporize the biatch. You know they have Eskimo hookers up here? When they have sex, they really get Inuit. Pele!
Yeah, damn it. Whatever you fuck.
Back in business. Bullshit, who ordered these? I can't feel my tits.
So far, they've taken in the domestic $16,151,953,000. Jesus Christ, man. On a production budget of $13.5 million.
No.
That is really, really, really crazy. And what does IMDb rate this at? Oh, well, screw it.
Yeah. Dang it.
Damn it.
We just try to have fun, too.
We're just trying to have fun, man.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, dude. I mean, we're just trying to get high and score babes.
Talk to babes.
We're trying to talk to girls
on
and
the
shit.
internet.
On the internet.
Yeah.
That's right. I have it. I have a Badoo profile. That's where I find my female smoking companions.
Oh, yeah. I got fake abs.
But yeah, I mean, the audiences for these movies, I mean, we saw it firsthand, you know, at the theater. People were laughing their asses off to this, and it was a pretty full theater.
Yeah, I know you didn't stop laughing either.
Oh no! Oh man, I was crazy about it, man. Yeah. Like I was just going off on everything because,
yeah.
I mean, the comedy was pretty well written. I mean, yeah, it's a little vulgar, like the critics kind of said. I mean, I think that was a common criticism of both the first movie and this one is that the comedy is a little vulgar, but that's It's vulgar, but it's also very well written, so that's kind of done in a fresh, unique ways, you know? That's kind of like, especially in the first movie, you know, like remember the scene where they're trying to distract the cops, where homeboy has the costume where it looks like he's fucking the bear.
Oh god,
yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty nasty and everything. It's a nasty concept, but the way that they wrote it, the way that they shot it, the way it's acted, it's a lot different than what other comedy troupes or what other directors would do. You know.
Exactly.
It's very, very different. And that's kind of why it's still a very endearing film.
Like you said, I think we need to be vulgar now because there's a lot of other people pushing the alternative comedy. Like,
of course.
They reach for the stars. With
yeah.
Like,
I mean, yeah, you gotta kind of push the boundaries a little bit, you know.
Like Comedy Central.
Yeah, of course. You know, like Workaholics and stuff like that.
Workaholics.
Oh, definitely.
Trailer Park Boys. Now they're doing episodes where they're like out of the park and going to Europe, like
yeah, seriously.
Amsterdam. There's an Amsterdam episode. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, critics they kind of come down hard on both of these films, right?
Yeah, they do.
Like the critic receptions, they're rotten on Rotten Tomatoes mostly. I mean, but it's like, I mean, it's their job to do that. I mean, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, nobody's saying that these movies are fucking Criterion-worthy films, you know? I mean, I'll make a case that something like Freddy Got Fingered should be on Criterion. But these movies, not so much. But even so, they're still great cult stoner comedies, you know? Very much like How High or Half Baked.
National Lampoons or something, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, it's like we were watching a interview with them, and they said something about them mainly having mostly fans who are stoners and cops. You know, it's like diametric opposites of that spectrum, right?
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's just how awesome the humor is written, how it actually appeals to people. You know,
the cops and stoners.
Cops and stoners, you know? Like one of the dudes, I think it was dude that plays Mac, he was talking about how cops are just saying, like, yeah, we play these same games that y'all played in the movie. It's like, meow? Like, that whole thing is like, if one of those cops started doing that to me, I'd be like, oh, y'all can just go ahead and write me my ticket. You guys are good. But then again, you know, I'm a white person, so I can kind of say that to them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I look suspicious because I don't know why. I've been told so.
Oh, you've been told so. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Jesus fucking Christ.
At least my eyes. I got the I don't know.
But yeah, we certainly love these movies, and audiences do as well. But before we go any further, we do kind of need to go into the first movie, actually. You know? I mean, it's another one of those movies that everybody has kind of watched over and over and over again so many times, you know, very much like something like How High or Half Baked, like especially when you're talking about just getting high and watching a movie, you know, like I can't tell you how many times I've turned on Super Troopers and just rolled up some blunts and got high, you know. I mean, how about you, man? What do you think?
Every time I'll only see it like once in a while. Really, I'll see it on TV because I don't have the copy either.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
It's always a great time every time we watch the first one.
Oh, man, it's always good times, you know. I mean, like, the overall plot and everything, you know, where, I mean, they're just kind of a failing highway patrol, you know, like they're constantly competing with the local cops, and then they uncover a drug ring that turns into something that unveils corruption at the highest levels of city government. And it's like
Johnny Chimpo logo.
The Johnny Chimpo logo. Isn't he literally like jacking off and scoring bananas?
No banana.
Oh my God. It's like that is a classic logo. Like that's the Broken Lizard logo, right? Or at least a more vulgar version of it.
Damn.
But yeah, and then there's the whole Afghanistan animation thing with Johnny Chimpo. It's like, which was just an excuse to show that weird ass cartoon. I still can't make out what the hell goes on in that cartoon. Like, I think that there's an extra scene, like a deleted scene or everything, where they just show it without the sound. They just show the animation. It's like, man, it's even weirder, like out of context.
Was it all in Spanish? They were watching it in Spanish, right?
No, they were something like that, or it was in its original Afghani.
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, remember, it's Afghanistan animation. But yeah, I mean, that movie is a laugh riot in its own right. I mean, so many memorable scenes, you know. Like I love the actual opening scene there. You know, like where they're just fucking with that little group of stoners.
3 stoners on vacation or something.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. We get no context for what's going on. I mean, these guys are just driving around with a bunch of weed and shrooms on them, and they just encounter these highway patrolmen who happen to be fucking jackasses.
Well,
I mean,
I think they were trying to get to Canada too, right?
Yeah, they were trying to get to Canada and have a nice little weekend and in a place where drugs are mostly legal. I could be wrong there, but
I'm guessing it's New York, and then the borderline of Canada's like right there too.
Well, this takes place in Vermont, right?
Vermont, okay.
Yes, I mean it's generally in that area. I mean it's a hop and a skip away. Those are fairly small states on the East Coast, but I mean, yeah, that's the other thing is that it totally has that East Coast vibe to it, you know, like very white bread kind of, you know, kind of everyone's very unassuming. I mean, everyone on this trooper patrol, I mean, they just don't seem like actual cops to me, man. Like
Reno 911 or something.
Yeah. It's like, how could you, if you were pulled over by these guys, how could you really take them seriously?
I'd try not to laugh the whole fucking time. Really.
Oh, seriously, man. I mean, but the thing is that they'd still have the authority to fuck with you if you laughed. Because you know that's exactly what they would do. That's exactly what they would fucking do, man. They'd be like, why are you laughing, son? Why are you laughing?
I don't know, sir. Just
take out the goddamn Mac light and just flash it right in your eyes. Like, why are you laughing?
Slow down, meow.
I mean, the games that they play in this, I mean, like we said earlier, actual cops have admitted to playing that shit, man. It's like, oh, man, if cops fucked with me like that and if I was stoned enough, I think I would probably have the balls to fuck back with them, you know, a little bit. I mean,
just a little bit.
Once again, I'm white. I could probably get away with it. Let's not beat around the bush there. I could probably get away with it, unfortunately. But, man, I mean, if any cops tried to pull this shit on me, I'm just being like, are you guys serious? Really? Really? I mean, first of all, great movie. Second of all, really?
Is that the same car, man? Do I look high?
Yeah.
Here they come.
Lick on it, just lick it or something. All right.
Be cool.
License and registration.
Officer, I know that...
License and registration, please.
It's the registration.
You know how fast you were going?
What?
How fast you were going?
65.
63.
Officer, isn't the speed limit 65?
Yeah, it is. Where are you boys headed?
Canada. We're going over the border to Canada for some French fries and gravy, sir.
Poutine.
Canada, huh? Almost made it. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, did you say yes, sir?
I think he said, yeah, sure. What'd you say, man?
Well, I said, yeah, sure, but literally what I said was, yeah, sure, sir.
So you are okay, then?
Yes, sir.
You smell something, Rabbit?
Fear.
Now hand over that registration.
Yes, sir. My mother's gonna kill me. Holy shit. Don't look. I don't get it, man. I'm fucked up. Or is this fucked up, man? This shit is fucking crazy.
Shit, man. I was just about to pull out my 9 and put a cap in that pig's ass.
Oh my God.
Like, what about you? I mean, have you ever had cops fuck with you like that?
Mostly I get a little nervous when they pull me over too. And I guess
yeah.
they fuck with you just because they see that you're nervous a little bit.
Oh, of course. You know, they're going to kind of dig it in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? But then there's the whole stoner angle. The fact that they find a huge stash of marijuana in a truck that's supposed to be like a soap truck.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the other angle of this movie, which is why we're doing it for the 420 podcast, is, you know, these guys are straight stoners, man. It's like, how the hell did these guys become troopers?
Same beer fest guys.
Yeah, of course, man.
Love these guys.
But, I mean, how do guys like this become cops, you know? I mean, there's some guys even in our local police force that you're wondering is like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Why are they even cops?
Why are you even cops? How did you get here?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure everybody out there, they probably have a few of those cops in their hometown that are kind of like that in their community, you know?
No.
I mean, of course, we're not bad-mouthing cops. It's just like, you know, there's always going to be those cops where it's just like, man, how did you get here, dude?
Yeah.
How the fuck? You know, even some prison guards that are like that. Like, I know at least one, and it's like, geez, how did you get here, Holmes? Once again. Oh, man, and right now we are at the scene where they pull over the German couple, you know.
Driving the Porsche now.
Driving the Porsche, and they have that music going, wow, 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 wow. Oh, man, I mean, Rabbit gets down with that girl, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, damn, gets down with the old girl. Like, she's all... Is she German, Austrian, Swedish?
I think they're like French, right? Maybe.
No, they're not French.
British, maybe.
No, they were talking about the Autobahn, so I'd imagine they're either German or Austrian. You
Austrian.
know? And he has his kids in the back seat. God damn it! God damn it, Ramathorn.
Damn it.
Oh man, but it's like, I mean, these two characters, the German dude and his wife. I mean, these are very over the top and like so over the top, so sexualized, but it's just, oh my God. It's like, how would you react to people who were like that in real life? You know, like how would you react to that?
Freaking
Robert, like,
I really don't know. The swingers too. Oh shit.
Yeah, they're straight swingers. Like straight up, and she's straight up like going down, like going off on him and shit, while old boy's in there watching like, whoa, wow,
wow, wow,
wow, wow. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
We were driving way too fast. Are they Switzerland or something?
And then later on, like Rabbithorn and his girlfriend, they have them in their bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Because because they happen to be swingers as well, which is
awesome.
Awesome, yeah. We have no judgment here.
No.
No, if you want to live your life, whatevs.
You want to put your keys in a fishbowl, go ahead.
What? Oh man.
המכניקי פוליצאי מעלמית עם גרוסק.
23, that Porsche is hot.
Are you sure?
Rabbit! Rabbit! It's going up now.
You can join too if you like.
No. Get over here. No.
Yeah.
Hello. What? Farmer said that car is stolen. What? Stolen? Shit.
Is there a problem, officers?
Hold on. Come on, Thorne, I need this. Look, kid, on any other day I'd step in here and show you how to swing, but the car is stolen. God damn it. You gotta get over there and you gotta cuff her. Do it. You're a highway patrolman. Cut it out. Do it.
Now turn that off and step out of the car, sir.
This is no problem.
Put your hands in the car and spread them.
Oh, now some fun for both of us.
Get back in the car.
Rabbit, get over there and cuff her. Up against the car.
Ma'am, I hate to do this to you, but would you please put your hands behind your back?
Now things are getting kinky, you know?
Harlow!
Love you.
Stop!
Come on, radio!
Attention!
Harlow!
The same.
Rabbit, let's go. Climb up and off a rabbit slap, Arlo, okay?
I don't think that's such a good idea, Thorne.
All right, okay. Why don't you just sit in the middle, all right, buddy?
I mean, how do you imagine the production of this movie must have been, the first Super Troopers?
Jeez, the first Super Troopers?
Was it
$3 million?
Yeah, like I said, that's pretty much like practically indie movie level right there.
Yeah,
I mean, they obviously weren't expecting a huge return from this.
No.
And it was very surprising. I mean, it's really because this is a great character-driven movie. Same with the second one. It's all about these. It's like 5 or 6 characters.
Yeah,
maybe more.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about this assortment of characters who make up this interesting little plot line about weed and corrupt cops and
basically
shenanigans and
shenanigans.
Yeah, that's another little meme that kind of came out of Super Troopers was everybody's talking about shenanigans, you know?
Shenanigans.
And like, is there really a place like Shenanigans where there has a bunch of flair up on the
Shenanigans?
Like, I mean, it's kind of similar to that restaurant that's in Waiting. Like, that's
right.
what I like to kind of theorize is that the restaurant in Waiting is actually supposed to be Shenanigans from Super Troopers.
It is, right? Yeah.
In a way, it is kind of, sort of, or maybe the restaurant that Jennifer Aniston works at in Office Space.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, you didn't see Office Space?
No, I didn't.
Oh, we're going to have to do an episode on that. That is a great film. Mike Judge is fantastic. Yeah, you got to fucking see that one, dude. I mean, it's very much kind of... It's not what I would call a stoner film, honestly, or anything like that. It's just more of a really weird, quirky, kind of satirical comedy, you know, about working in an office.
Discriminating audiences at the Sundance Film Festival have discovered one of the most shocking, unflinching, eye-opening films about cops ever made.
Do we look like the two dumbest guys in the world to you?
Super Troopers. In this town, you don't mess with the law.
You know how fast you were going?
65.
63.
The law messes with you.
Isn't the speed limit 65?
Yeah, it is.
I'm freaking out, man.
May I please see your license and registry?
Perhaps some spanking and cuffing is in order.
Ain't It Cool News says funny stuff all over this movie.
Give me a double bacon cheeseburger.
Double bacon cheeseburger. It's for a cop.
What the hell's that all about? You gonna spin it now?
No, I was just telling him that so he makes it good. Don't spit in that cop's burger.
Made me laugh out loud. Long and hard.
Another highway cop? What are you guys, multiplying?
They're not just fighting crime.
Does it look like spit to you?
Yeah.
Damn it, you burger!
They're fighting boredom.
They're coming back, man!
Pull the vehicle over!
I'm already pulled over. I'm already pulled over.
Pull over farther, man!
I can't pull it. Sir, I'm already pulled over.
He's already pulled over! He can't pull over any farther!
Super Troopers.
Cop does what before using his equipment in the field? They test it? They test it, exactly. Damn, that's good!
Well,
once again, 420.
420, exactly. The second film now. I mean, the first film, I mean, we got into it a little bit. We didn't want to fucking give away too much of that movie either, even though it's been around for 17 fucking years.
Yeah,
but
the second one.
Y'all haven't seen
one.
it yet,
so
oh man,
it's really new. I mean,
oh man,
it came out the 20th. What is it, like the 24th right now?
Yeah, it came out the 20th. We went and we saw this straight up first run in the theater with a crowd of people.
Opening day,
completely blitzed out of our mind. Like how many bowls did we smoke? Like what?
A few of them.
Oh man, we were smoking and driving and shit, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. It's been a while since I've done that. Even, you know, just gone to town.
Yeah,
it's risky.
A little risky.
It's risky. That's why sometimes it's better to just roll like some joints or some blunts for that, you know?
Take it with you, throw it out the window.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, or eat it if you have to. I mean, that's what I used to do back in the day. I mean, me and my buddy, we'd roll up blunts, go to CC's, and then see a movie. See, that's what would have been even better. Gone to CC's.
I like their pizza. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's stoner munchage right there. Like straight up stoner food right there. But yeah, Super Troopers 2. It, like we said earlier, it started with a Kickstarter. Because, I mean, people have been asking them, is like, when Super Troopers 2 is coming out? When is Super Troopers 2 coming out? I'll say that 20 times fast.
Right. Super Troopers 2.
Super Troopers 2. But yeah, I mean, apparently, according to Wikipedia, their Kickstarter is, it's one of like the 27th most successful Kickstarter of all time on their platform. And it's like the 7th most popular Indiegogo crowdfunding thing as well. I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, being a filmmaker, being a aspiring filmmaker who would look for to get some funding like that.
Yeah.
Like, what's your take on that whole thing?
Jesus, good for them. Jeez, I wish I can do that.
You can. Yeah, it's totally open to anybody, dude. As far as I know, like anybody can start an Indiegogo or.
See, I don't know how to do any of that. You need to show me all that.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that a little bit. We definitely want to show.
You need to get smarter. Damn it.
need to inflate your brain.
Yeah. Starts to hurt after a while.
More motivation.
Then I get nosebleeds from thinking too much.
Oh man, I hate when that happens. But yeah, I mean, that just goes to show you, I mean, even people who have gone to Hollywood and made a movie that actually made a decent return on its investment, they still had to kind of struggle to get this movie started, you know?
Yeah.
To even get it off the ground. They had to pretty much go to their base, you know, the people who made this into a cult iconic film.
I mean, they didn't look too bad in the second one. I mean, 17 years had passed.
No, they didn't. I mean, they looked a little bit older, but
at least 10 years older.
Not by much. I mean, and they gave enough of an interesting backstory to kind of explain why they weren't troopers for that time, and
they got fired.
also why they weren't cops anymore. Because if you remember, like at the end of the first movie, they became local cops.
Yeah.
I mean, oh Lord, the Mac masturbating with the fucking speeding gun.
Reb's doing his prank.
Oh, that's hilarious, man.
Camaro.
I love it.
No, that's the Porsche. He stole the Porsche.
Oh yeah, that's right. And I think he's still going wow wow
wow wow
wow wow.
He's noosing himself.
Oh god, autoerotic asphyxiation. Yeah, that's crazy shit right there. But back to the second film. I mean, the intro to that film, like it kind of outdid the first one a little bit.
I thought it was real in the beginning.
I thought that was really the path that they were going to go, but of course, you know, I mean, we're not going to say what it turned out to be, but I mean, it turned out to be something completely different, and it was fun. It was an interesting way that they segged into it, like totally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going to spoil it too much because we can't say.
Oh no, we can't really spoil it too much. We can at least give a general summary of the plot.
I hate not talking about it.
Like apparently through some weird political dispute, like a small little chunk of Canada became part of Vermont, and the troopers are rehired and they're tasked with patrolling the new territory that used to be Canada. And so they hook up with the Royal Mounties that were originally stationed there. And conflict ensues, you know, other hilarity ensues.
Everybody was going to be Mounties, right?
Yeah, something like that.
American.
Everybody was going to become deputized as American troopers and everything. But, I mean, it still leads to a very interesting take on more drug smuggling, but in a very different manner than it did in the first film.
In the beginning, where they're switching the signs to the metric, the metrics back.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of jokes about metrics and everything, about the metric system.
Funny, dude.
Oh, I love it, man. I fucking love it, dude. I mean, yeah, there were definitely Canada jokes galore here.
Jesus Christ.
Like, seriously, it was like all over the place.
Like French Canadians.
But it was never felt very mean-spirited, though.
No.
You know, like there was a lot of jokes on America's behalf as well. You know,
like the way we eat and our drink beer,
our beer and our healthcare.
Our healthcare, Jesus Christ, Obamacare.
Oh God. Oh man, yeah, there was a lot of great jokes to be had there. I mean, I got love for our Canadian neighbors. You know, I never really got in on the anti-Canada thing.
Yeah,
there is such a thing. I mean, people, you know, like Kevin Heffernan, his character Farva, like he's pretty much all kind of USA.
Rush from Canada, right?
Yeah, I think they showed that in the trailer. They show that initial conflict. So I mean, yeah, but I mean the plot is very funny. I mean, it's not anything to write home about, but I mean, it kind of brings everybody back together, and it gets the troopers out on the road in a somewhat logical fashion, and it still manages to push the boundaries of comedy there a little bit too.
He's overdoing it.
Oh man, like there's lots of graphic nudity in this movie, even more so than the first one. Like in the first one, we do kind of see
whipped cream.
Farva full frontal for a second.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. That was interesting, to say the least.
You got Linda Carter in this movie.
Yeah, Linda Carter was in both movies. I think she played she played the governor in the first movie as well.
Nice.
Yeah, Linda Carter. She was Wonder Woman back in the day.
Back in the 70s.
Oh yeah, I mean, she did a great job in this second movie. There was a lot more of her actually in the second film. And also, Rob Lowe, he played the mayor of the town that they took over.
The guy's an old 80s actor.
Man, he was great. Like he played the Canadian thing like to the T.
Damn.
Him and Will Sasso. Will Sasso is one of the Mounties. Oh man, he's so perfect,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Like I knew that was him, man. I was just like, oh man, Will Sasso is fucking.
Three Stooges movie too. Yeah.
He's fucking superb, man. He's a great character actor, like a great comedic actor. You know, great timing. Like I mean, he nailed the accent as well. Like the accent was over the top, but still very funny. Very funny. And the characters, the Mounties, they kind of play in. Of course, they play into the overall storyline rather well. I mean, I thought it was interesting.
Mounties.
Yeah, man. It's like, I mean, that was pretty tripped out. The prank that they did, which we're not going to get into, but they play a prank on the troopers that is pretty, pretty hilarious and very Canadian. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, when they stole their clothes and their horses.
Yeah.
And pretended to be Canadian Mounties.
Something like that.
French Canadians.
Yeah.
We don't speak French.
Good stuff, man. I mean, the overall energy and vibe in the theater, I mean, it was kind of electric a little bit, you know? I mean, it was like rediscovering the first movie for the first time, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what it was, like lightning in a bottle again. Like, I mean, it's like, wow, it's so rare for sequels to kind of live up to movies like that, especially sequels to iconic cult movies.
Yeah, like I think they waited too long for Joe Dirt 2. I mean,
yeah, they did. It's like that's an interesting little movie in its own right. That's got its own following.
Yeah,
you know,
it's weird. It's
Same thing with Dumb and Dumber. If they would have released a sequel like way earlier than they did, like one, it would have been more relevant. Two, I think it would have been a little more well written. Maybe.
It's like 20 years after the first one.
I don't know. In some ways, I kind of think that Dumb and Dumber, it's a movie that was better in the era that we saw it than it is now.
In 96.
Yeah, it was better in the 90s, you know? Like, if you watch it right now, it's just turns your brain to mush, I kind of feel. It's
Jeff
like,
Daniels, great actor too.
Oh, he's wonderful in that movie. Yeah, Jeff Daniels is great in that film. But, I mean, this movie, I mean, we said earlier, it took 17 years for them to bring this to the theaters. I mean, for it to still be so on, even after all of that time, I mean, that just kind of speaks to the whole dynamic with the Broken Lizard team. I mean, they've released a bunch more movies since then, and they've kind of developed that along the way, but I mean, their timing, the jokes that they played and how it was just very character driven.
They were on point. Yeah.
It was very on point. And that's what makes Broken Lizard's comedy so genius, I mean, it's all character, but the characters are all well thought out,
Yeah, like
I mean, they're well
acting.
established, even... I mean, it makes improvisation a little easier for them.
Acting, right?
Yeah, because was there a lot of improv in both the first movie and this one? Like, do you know?
I really don't know for sure.
It would be interesting if there was. I mean, it would be interesting to see some of the deleted scenes from this from Super Troopers 2.
Watch the bloopers. I mean,
yeah, the bloopers would be fun to check out. Honestly, I mean, these guys. I mean, they look like they're having a blast. Just like on How High, it looks like they're just having a blast making this movie, like all the way.
Yeah. Give you a scene. You come up with the scene yourself. We just give you the props.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, whose line is it anyway, or something? Right?
Something like whose line. Oh man, I missed that show. But yeah, I had the most fun that I've had in a movie probably since I saw Aqua Teen Hunger Force in the theaters. I mean, and that was a movie that when you first saw it was awesome and a laugh a minute. You're just laughing mainly because you're just trying to take in all the weirdness. But this one was laughter because the comedy was very relatable and it was very silly. And
so much racial jokes.
It pushed boundaries, but like I said, all the racial jokes and everything, it's not mean spirited enough to be offensive or anything like that. I don't think so.
Like the first Harold and Kumar, how they kept it all racial.
Yeah, but
friendly, I guess.
It's like a real friendly racial commentary, kind of. Kind of the non-threatening white kind.
Yeah, just something to laugh about, really.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, the cast of characters in this movie, I mean, we mentioned Rob Lowe and Will Sasso. I mean, there was also the lady that played the French girl.
Oh, that girl from Entourage or something. I forgot her name.
Yeah, she was from Entourage, I think. Yeah. Oh, man, she was perfect in that role, man. Like, she was the Karen McDougal role here,
Mm.
Like, I think that's the girl that plays Homeboy's girlfriend in the first one, the lady cop.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think that's her name. I could be wrong.
That chick's for that blonde cop.
Yeah, the blonde girl.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah, that's right. She is from Freddy Got Fingered, isn't she? That's right. She's the love interest in that movie, too.
She's his girlfriend.
No way.
Betty.
I'm actually tripped out by that. I just now realized that after all these years. Oh, my God, man. That movie is... We're going to get into that film sooner or later. Like, seriously. That movie is a supreme classic. Like, all fucking time classic.
Another 2001 film or something like that.
Yeah, it came out in the early 2000s, roughly.
Early.
I think. Yeah. And, I mean, other characters in this movie, like we mentioned Rob Lowe, of course. The other two dudes that played the Mounties, other than Will Sasso, like they were pretty interesting. Rob Lowe was the mayor.
He does Saturday Night Live too, right?
He's been on Saturday Night Live, but I mean he was an 80s actor. Yeah, he was an actor in the 80s. Kind of fell off track.
He's one of the outsiders. Oh, I remember him.
He had a big scandal involving a sex tape or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
He pretty much and also he was in Goodfellas, right?
Goodfellas.
Yeah, that was him in Goodfellas.
I don't know.
Rob Lowe,
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, and Rob Lowe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I mean he was able to stand up to those guys as far as acting is concerned. It's like that's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Give me a pie, apple.
Do you want me to hold the spit? Just kidding, Officer Farva. So, do you want to dip aside your meal for a quarter more?
Want me to punch aside your face for free?
Some male figure. I'm his dad. And stop with the whole transfer thing. Christ. You know what? I gotta go. Let's talk about this later, okay? Okay, bye.
Now don't give me any lip.
It's just a quarter, and look how much more you get.
I said no.
It's just 25 cents.
Hey, listen, guy. He doesn't want it. I can handle this, Ramathorn. I don't want it.
Right. Beverage?
Give me a liter of cola.
A what?
A liter of cola.
Liter of cola? Do you make liter of cola?
Well, you just order a large farva. I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola.
I don't know what that is.
Liter is French for give me some fucking cola before I break Moo's fucking leg.
All right, relax.
But anyway, Broken Lizard, like we said earlier, they've done a lot of movies. Like one of their other much loved, more cult comedies is, of course, Beer Fest.
Beer Fest.
I mean, it was way different than Super Troopers, but it had characters that were kind of very similar to the Troopers, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like they're still the same people. Almost.
Still the same people, but with different character interpretations. Like Kevin Heffernan, he wasn't nearly as much of an overbearing jackass as he was as Farva. Like, not nearly as much of an overbearing jackass.
He had a twin brother, too.
He had a twin brother. Yeah, that's right. He dies in the middle of that movie. Oh, man, that's great. But, man, that one was a classic because of all the great beer games that they played, man. Like, there was some stuff that I know that I couldn't do. I mean, I don't even drink beer as much as I used to anymore, so I know that I could barely chug a little Pilsner glass. I could barely probably shotgun a can of beer.
They were drinking from boots.
They're straight up drinking from boots in that movie. Seriously. It's like, God damn, man.
Freaking big old mug. Size of a barrel.
No, they're like pitchers. They're straight up just.
There you go.
These big old dudes are straight up taking pitchers and just gulping it down like it's a shot. Just.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, what the fuck? And not just any type of beer, German beer. Strong German beer.
If you can drink yak's piss, you can drink anything.
Yeah. And see, that movie also showed a propensity in their movies to have interesting foreign characters, you know, like the German Beermeister in that movie. Like, he was an intense and almost kind of scary motherfucker, you know?
Mm.
Like, he was the head of the family that...
oh, yeah. Stole the beer
recipe. That dude was kind of scary in that movie, actually. Like, when they have their guard taken off stage and just shot.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, that's intense, man.
Because he let them in or something?
Yeah. Just the conversation, it's all in German that precedes that. It's just like, holy shit. Like, I would be shitting my pants if he was talking to me like that. In German or anything, it would just be like, oh, fuck.
I'm fucked.
Yeah. Now, there was supposed to be a sequel to that movie, right? It was supposed to be, but it was going to be like based on marijuana.
Potfest.
Potfest.
Because Willie Nelson's at the end of that one, right? So that's leaving everybody to believe that's what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, that would be so cool if they did a Potfest and then found a way to bring in the troopers as a little joke. That would be fucking great, man.
Potfest. What would that be like? Just smoking?
I don't know. I'd imagine it'd be
go to Amsterdam
either in
or something,
Amsterdam,
right?
you know, since they would have to keep the European thing going.
Yeah.
It would have to be in Amsterdam, even though there's plenty of legal places in the United States now.
Yeah. I guess the competition.
It would have to be
Potfest.
just, I'd imagine, just as clandestine as the original, you know, as the Beer Fest games.
Exactly.
But it's like, I don't know exactly what it would actually entail to...
Pot, hash, dabs, everything.
Yeah, what would entail competing in that?
Oil, yeah. Shatters.
Oh my God, dude.
Smoke everything.
I would just go there just to smoke. I wouldn't even care about winning, right?
Yeah.
I would just be like, I don't care. I came here to smoke. Fuck your pride.
Shit. Like out smoking that Cheech and Chong dude. What's his name?
Don't care. Got high. Fuck everyone.
Oh, they got edibles now, right?
Oh, man. Edibles. Like, I would see that as being a challenge. Like, how many edibles can you hold down?
How many sodas? How many gummy bears can you eat?
Something like that, right? How many gummies?
Jesus Christ.
It's like, oh my God, man, that would be fucking intense. I couldn't imagine eating that many edibles.
No.
Like,
Probably.
I mean, you're not supposed to, man. You're supposed to
Probably be drilling on myself.
Yeah, you're supposed to take those in very small doses. You know, you got to treat them like doses, like they're medicine. You know,
Jeez.
like I know here in Texas they have the CBD oil gummy rings and everything, and you barely take one of those and you'll feel the effects of that. You know, I mean, it's not actual THC, but you know, it still makes you feel good. You know, it still takes away any pain. It'll make you sleepy, but yeah, I mean, that I could definitely see that being part of the Pot Fest games.
Mm.
I mean, that would be interesting because I mean, I've never really played a whole lot of smoking games. You know, like I know, like played Mexican Sweat.
Sweat.
Like every stoner has done that,
Yeah,
but.
yeah.
I mean, what other smoking games are there? Like, I mean, there's all kinds of drinking games, but
yeah, you're right.
I've never really known very many
Smoke till you choke. I don't know.
I've never known very many smoking games. Like, or other than making like doing tricks with your smoke, like smoke tricks, you know, like smoke rings,
Smoking rings. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a thing on YouTube on that, right? Shit.
Yeah, there's some dudes on YouTube that can do some crazy shit with vape or with smoke.
Vape pens. I'm just waiting for that vape pen to explode in somebody's mouth.
I know, right?
Damn.
It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
That can happen.
It totally can happen, yeah. I mean, that's why most of those vape pens, they have a shut-off before it overheats. You have to shut that off. But the rest of Broken Lizard's movies, like they made Club Dread.
Club Dread, yeah.
That's their homage to horror films right there. That's their horror movie. Like, what did you think about that one as a horror fan?
It's been a long time since I've seen that one, really.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Is that the one where they're all waiters, right?
No, that's not the one. That's the one where they're on the island getaway and they have the Jimmy Buffett type character with them, and they're all... It's got a little bit of a Stoner vibe to it, but I mean, there is a killer, and it's like an homage to slasher movies.
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh man, I can't believe you've seen that. You haven't seen that.
Virgin, yeah. Sorry,
I'm going to have to get that movie, and we're going to have to watch it because it's actually very funny. Like it has all the guys from Super Troopers. In fact, I think it came out exactly after Super Troopers, perhaps. And then the Busted Salmon, that's the one with the waiters that you're thinking about.
Oh, that's the one. Okay.
That's a movie that's actually kind of well-loved by food service people because, I mean, it does kind of accurately portray how life is in that type of environment, in a professional kitchen.
Yeah.
Like Waiting to a degree has that as well, but that's more of that's a little more exaggerated in some ways.
Waiting,
you know?
Still Waiting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, Waiting it's a good movie. I mean, I guess somewhat accurate, but Busted Salmon was a little more accurate because it was a little more honest in its portrayal.
Busted Salmon.
Yeah. I mean, plus, the portrayal of people working in restaurants and waiting, it was a little silly and hyperbolized, I kind of think.
They have those jokes too, or those games.
Yeah, they had those games, which that does happen. I can definitely say that does happen.
You show your balls.
But I'll also say that started happening after Waiting came out. So it's kind of a chicken or the egg kind of thing there. It's like, was that a thing in the restaurants beforehand or afterwards? Like, I couldn't really tell you, but I have seen that before. It's dirty. Dirty motherfuckers in that industry.
That's disgusting. Or spitting in it and putting hair and lice and
I've
shit.
seen that. I've seen that before as well.
Jesus Christ.
I have seen all of that.
Drop it on the floor.
Yeah.
Forgot the 5-second rule.
Yeah, I've seen it, but it's not nearly as common as you would think. Like in Busted Salmon, it was more about the day-to-day business dealings of running a restaurant, you know, and the types of people that come into play there. Like Waiting is just more of a satire about the different types of people that work at restaurants.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, shenanigans.
Eat at Shenanigans.
Hey, Farver, what's that place you like to go to? It has all the stuff on the wall. Oh, you talking about Shenanigans?
Shenanigans.
Oh. Yeah, man. I mean, Broken Lizard is a great comedy troupe. They're great writers. Jay Chandrasekar, he's an awesome director when it comes to... I think he directs most all of the Broken Lizard
Yeah, you're right.
movies. Yeah, he's the one behind the camera, and he does a great job, I think. He does know at least how to frame a shot, you know? I mean, he knows how to keep the humor kind of flowing a little bit, you know? But... yeah, man, these two films are excellent, man. Like, I mean, the first movie is just something that is near and dear, just like How High, and that's why we have it on the 420 special. That's why we got high and came in here and talked about it, you know. I mean, it's just one of those things that as a cinephile and as a stoner, I mean, we've seen it a bunch of times. Going to see it a bunch more times, especially the new movie.
We will definitely.
That new movie is going to be a classic. I mean, you are going to want to watch that movie over and over again. Like, I already want to go and see it again.
Instant classic.
Instant classic. I mean, it's very rare that happens. You know, especially with a sequel to a great comedy like Super Troopers. So, I mean, if you haven't seen the first Super Troopers, which if you haven't, shame on you, definitely check it out. I mean, you're going to have a blast, get nice and high, you know, of course. And definitely go and see Super Troopers 2. Definitely. What's your final rating on this, on the first, not on the first movie, on the second movie?
The second one wasn't on the internet. Everybody voted it like a 7, right?
Something like that. Yeah, but we're on a 5 out of 5 scale.
A 5 scale, 1 to 5. Give it a 4, 4.5. Oh,
I'm gonna give it a 4.
4.
Yeah, it was very enjoyable, very fun. Nothing to write home about, but certainly something that if you go to a theater, you're going to have a lot of fun. When it comes out on DVD, you can put it on with your friends, get high, and have a blast with it.
Add it to your stoner collection.
Yeah, this is definitely a must-see stoner classic right here. Like, definitely. And definitely check out Broken Lizard's discography. I mean, they've got or filmography, I should say. They've got lots of good stuff, honestly. So, yeah, thumbs up.
That look like spit to you?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck it. I feel like a real cop again.
Well, I wouldn't get used to it because you know it's not going to last.
Bullshit. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, buddy.
Hell, we're about to get shut down anyway.
Oh, yeah?
That's a lot of dimp. What do you do if you get transferred?
I don't know. I mean, Bobby doesn't want to leave, and I don't want to leave her and Arlo's.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Who gives a shit? I'm about to win $10 million anyway, right?
Are ya? What are you going to do with that $10 million? And you can't say buy the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'd buy a $10 million car.
Yeah, good investment, but I'd pull you over.
Bullshit, you can never catch me.
Oh, I could never catch you.
Well, if you did, I'd activate my car's wings and fly away. I got a good feeling about this.
Damn it, you burger punk! You son of a bitch!
So, on the next episode of Collateral Cinema, we will be taking on another cult hit. But this one is kind of so bad that it's awesome in every way. Like, it is a goddamn classic.
This one's your choice, right?
This is my choice. And it is a little film straight from San Francisco by a man named Tommy Wiseau. And yes, I am talking about his amazing piece of shit, The Room, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. We are going to check out The Room. This is going to be a monumental episode for us. We're going to have a special guest with us, Mr. Dakota Chancellor. Yeah, he's
maybe his brother.
Maybe his brother. I don't know if he decides not to be a total weirdo. Oh, we love him and everything, but he's quite interesting. He'd be interesting on the podcast, I think.
He's already a character.
Yeah, but they really love this movie. They have a lot to say about it. I mean, we'll have a lot of fun with them. And then after that episode, what is going to be your next choice, Robert?
I picked Death Proof.
Death Proof.
Quentin Tarantino's
by
directed
Quentin Tarantino, part of the Grindhouse duo with Robert Rodriguez's Planet Terror.
Nice.
I actually saw that in the movie theaters.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, the full. I saw the full 4-hour some odd experience. With the trailers, the intermission, everything. Man, it was epic. Man, I loved it.
I love Tarantino.
Yeah. I mean, that's a movie that has a lot of really fascinating facets to it. Like, I really look forward to kind of going into that one.
Getting into detail with the stunt work.
Oh, yeah, the stunt work was crazy, man. And of course, Kurt Russell. Oh, man.
Playing stuntman. Jesus.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's definitely one of Tarantino's better movies, and because it's a true love letter to car movies and to horror films.
Looked like a 70s stuntman movie, really, mostly.
Oh, totally. It was totally a 70s stuntman movie.
Okay.
But it had that kind of, that little slasher edge to it, kind of. Because he was like a serial killer.
Oh, yeah, that is badass.
But we're going to get a little more into that in that episode. And then after that, I don't know, either we could get Frankie on here to make a choice, or we can draw from the hat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We will draw movies from the hat if we don't know anything else to choose.
I think we can come up with something, right?
We'll come up with something. Yeah, we would just put a bunch of movies into a hat.
Okay.
Whatever.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's all kinds of fun, But we're going to bring some interesting movies to y'all. We're going to bring you an interesting selection, different genres. We're not just a horror podcast or a comedy podcast.
I wanted to stick straight to horror. I mean, mostly.
But, we'll have lots of
cool.
horror.
I mean, no, we're great.
We'll have lots of horror on this podcast. Believe me, I'm a horror buff myself. We'll definitely have lots of that. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's our At the Theater episode, our first one. We had a lot of fun making this. We had a lot of fun going and seeing this film. Definitely go see it. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Stitcher, WordPress, Tumblr. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Podbean. You can find us, I think that's it, right?
It's Facebook, your profile.
Facebook. Yeah. On my Facebook profile, you'll find me at Bomatics.
I'm Robert Oregon. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram too.
Yeah, right on. And you can email us at collateralcinemamoviepodcast@gmail.com. And we look forward to the next episode. Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Hope it's going to be a good one.
Oh, it's going to be excellent. I can't wait. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. Collateral Cinema out.
With an attitude. Attitude.
Collateral Cinema is an L Company production. All music and movie clips are owned by their respective creators. Please don't sue us. We're poor.